It is highly advisable to visit Hövsgöl Lake in order to fully appreciate the extent of the diversity one finds in Mongolia. It lies in the north on the Russian border, and it is one of the largest lakes in the country. This lake, similar to one aspect of the Gobi, has a few numerical records to its credit. It was formed 2 million years ago, and as such, belongs in the league of the world's 17 oldest lakes. In some places, its depth exceeds 260 meters. It is a carefully protected water mass, separating the Central Asian steppes from the Siberian taiga. It supplies 17% of Mongolia with fresh water. Its surface area of almost 3,000 square kilometers makes it Mongolia's second largest lake. Its shores abound with incredible animal diversity, from the ibex and reindeer to the wolves, wolverines, and bears. An honored member of the bird kingdom is the endemic Hövsgöl grayling. The underwater life is not quite as rich as in the nearby Lake Baikal. Even so, it is an important source of food for the local settlers. The incredible abundance of water and the life it sustains seems like a fairy tale to the traditional desert herdsman. Similarly, the people from the lake shores find it difficult to comprehend that there could exist places very near to them where water must be brought in from several kilometers away. As a result of protections like the prohibition of industrial fishing, the water here is crystal clear. The authorities meticulously regulate fishing. Fishermen living on the shores of the lake are forbidden to use large boats. One of the benefits from all the regulations results in a high quantity of fish that can be pulled from the lake. As a result, we can sit down to a fine meal of all of Hövsgöl's smoked fish, which include Siberian whitefish, Siberian grayling, baigalai omul, and river perch. The lake and its beautiful surroundings continues to attract an increasing number of visitors, causing the development of local tourism to become vital. The nomadic Uyghurs arrive from the mountains and other distant parts of the country during warmer weather. They temporarily settle on the lake shores and go about their business, reindeer breeding, for example, to the curiosity of the locals from the surrounding towns and villages. This area of the lake might just well as be named Mongolian Switzerland. Dense forests form the southern border of the Siberian taiga. The dominant tree is the Siberian larch. Its resilience to the bitter cold makes it more than able to thrive here. It grows to a height of 50 meters, and the trunk can be 1 meter in diameter. In the autumn, its leaves, resembling pine needles, turn yellow and adorn the forest floor. As the forests retreat, the Central Asian plains open up. The plains are an ideal environment for the rearing of animals, such as sheep, yak, and horses.